Manu says he's very tired after the first couple of days. Are you tired?
Yeah, I think everybody's tired. Everyone's working hard, putting a lot of effort in. Pop's only really got on us a few times, so that's a good sign. It means that guys are doing their best to give the effort and do what he wants.
Are you feeling the difference? All the extra work you did and with the fundamentals and that kind of thing. Does that feel different now?
The best way for me to say is that I didn't forget how to play basketball. I don't think my talent dropped in a year. It was just getting used to the system. The work that I put in wasn't, I wasn't a bum last summer and didn't do anything. It was more coming in and trying to focus on the areas in which I needed to improve to help the team. Knowing where I was going to get shots, knowing the offense a lot better, being able to anticipate kind of, my groove and finding the seams. And so, I spent a lot of time working on that. And yes, that has helped quite a bit. Just feeling more comfortable out there already.
How would you compare your comfort level in this camp as opposed to a year ago when you were doing this?
No different than any other guy that's still trying to find their rhythm. You look at last year, DeJuan was new. George Hill had his first opportunity to have an impact. Antonio McDyess was new. I think everyone coming into camp is feeling a little more comfortable, understanding what Pop wants. The intelligence in this camp has gone up quite a bit because guys are already one step ahead than we were last year. It's kind of like we're just picking up where we left off and we're able to add more stuff. There's a better understanding of what Tim and Manu and Tony are used to, and I'm starting to understand that and being able to add to that.
That's what Pop calls corporate knowledge.
Yeah. There's not a person on this planet that after a year of doing something doesn't feel more comfortable. That's human nature. I don't even think that's rocket science. It's just what people do.
Manu's talked often last year that it took him till maybe midseason to start feeling like Manu. How heartening was it for you guys as his teammates to see that come together for him at the end of the year and know that he was back?
Well, we knew it was going to happen. Again, I repeat, if you look at things with an intelligent mind, you understand if he was hurt all last year, then we kind of, he's used to playing year-round basketball. He didn't do that. They kind of gauged his minutes all in the preseason, early in the season. So that was the first time he hadn't really played basketball in 6-8 months. So it's going to take 30, 40 games for you to get your legs, get your rhythm. So, whether it's the criticism or him struggling, that it's going to take that. So we were never worried, is Manu and this or Manu that. No, it's going to take him 20 games. It's going to take him 30 games to kind of get back into his rhythm. So when it was happening, there was nobody in our locker room that was surprised or, oh my God, I can't believe he's doing that. Even if you look back at the interviews, they were like, hey, Manu had a great game. He started to play better, starting to play the way that everyone knows he can.
Sure, nice to ride him when he gets those Manu streaks going.
Oh yeah, you can just kind of sit back and enjoy the show. So he's an extremely talented player. I'm glad that he re-signed here also last summer. I think that's just good for the team.
After everything, Rich, do you put any extra pressure on yourself coming into this year, trying to prove, hey, I can play this league I have before?
No, I think I just want to contribute more. I look at simple things. If I shoot a better free throw percentage, my free throw percentage was down. If I can get my free throw percentage up to where it normally is, around 80%, get my free throw percentage up to or my 3-point percentage up to where it normally is, all of a sudden, those same opportunities, you're averaging 2-3 more points a game, and that's 2-3 more points that the team can count on. So, I'm not trying to do anything better, just trying to be more accurate, more consistent, and more efficient with everything that I do.
Pop talked again yesterday about, and he's talked about it a lot, looking for a guy who can at the three, who could kind of approximate what Bruce Bowen used to do defensively. Do you think you can be that guy, or are they still harping defense?
No, I think Pop is always going to harp defense with everyone. As far as a Bruce Bowen all-defensive team player, Bruce had unique abilities. There's things that I can do that Bruce, probably couldn't do, and there's things that he could do that I couldn't do. So you have to try and find that balance. Bruce is probably a Hall of Fame defender if you look at what he has done over the course of his career. Those are big shoes to fill. hopefully I can, fill him a little bit, but, it'll be tough to accomplish what he's accomplished on the defensive end.
Hey, Richard, how eager are you to disprove some of the critics that feel like that maybe you've fallen off a little bit?
Well, I just, you go off what you know. I look at, what I, have done the last 10 years and working hard and established myself as a quality player. Again, with all the criticism, I never said a negative word. I never complained. I never pouted. I never blamed anybody else. I just, took it and tried to continue to work harder. So, a little bit of that shows, really, I don't care what other people think. I more just want to get better and help my teammates. The only person I really care about is Pop, and my teammates in the locker room. So, when they tell me I need to play better or, I have a rough game and they're there to pick me up, that matters. If I'm sitting there taking constant criticism in a system, that is not necessarily fitted for me or playing with players that I've never played with before, I think they have a better understanding that, it was a difficult spot for me last year, and they were really my support system.